Hello everyone, good morning. Today we're going to discuss about um, Python libraries. So before going that, what we have done till today, quickly we're going to revise and then we were going to resume the topic where we are in Python. So broadly, we saw the three buildings, three to four buildings. That's a print one, saw print module, or you can see print function built in. Then we saw length and saw another one type. These are the inbuilt function explore already. Apart from that, we saw the operator. In operator, we saw all the 7 and 5 type of operator. So thing is that how we can document this thing. Do I need to write all these things so that where we in upcoming classes all the handwritten stuff supposed to be? No, we have standard library. You can say that standard documentation. No need to spend time for document. Have legitimate Python documentation. If we spend there quality time, what we have done till today, we'll try to um, mop up those stuff and then we will move forward. Okay, so always you remember the things we moving forward. We have something called documenting. You can go multiple way. I told you you can refer to the this one and go for help idle cell. If you go remember and click F1, it will redirect to Python documentation. I already explored you this option, so I'm not going to do this. I'm going to check here directory that is called docs Python. Like in Ansible, if you remember, we have Python docs Python. Check this doc Python. Yes, this is the docpython.org. You can, okay, documentation here. So this is the right page where you can explore your. Are you guys able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, there is a lots of stuff here. I'm going to check all this one by one. Don't worry. In upcoming classes, we'll see API and other stuff also. But today, as a baby step, you can see on the primary level, you have to start your tutorial from here. So I'm going to open in different page. You can go through this. These are the interpreter, how to, what is the flow, the data type. But I'm not going to follow this sequence. I will ask you to library references. If you can see Python library references, there's a comments given. Keep this under your pillow. Very important. So please keep handy always this. And here, this is supposed to be comfortable. Means no need to document anything. This is a legitimate document and keep on updated by the community, Python community. So I'm going to follow more or less this structure at the day documentation. Okay, and you also build yourself according to this because this will be always forever because this is written by the Python. Okay, clear guys till here the documentation part.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's understand today what are the things we're going to see. So we have already saw the operators and then we had few questions we're going to solve today's session. Now let's spend some time before going building function. I want to spend time with the what are the constant, what is the constant in the Python in this building constant. This is important, we already discussed, but building constants have 7 to I think 10 plus constant, almost 10 constant, and out of that 7 now. So this is false is a Boolean constant. Constant means you are not going to use this key. What do you mean by that? So this is okay. Okay. So if I'm writing, I'm going to declare anything false equal to 10. Oh, sorry, let me go to in Python interpreter. If I'm going to write false equal to, I'm going to declare as a variable. Can I am able to declare as a variable, guys? Yes or no? If I'm writing false equal to 10, should I able to do that or not?
No.
I can able to do because this
Okay, so
false not equal to this false. You can see this is the declare. But if I'm going to declare this false equal to 10, it will give error because this is defined constant and this is type is the boolean. Hostos, let's type function we now is going to the type. If I'm going to false, so this is boolean. But if I'm going to check the first false, this is int because I have the this is not a constant. Same way for the true. True is a constant with the boolean type. Clear? Here guys, so we have two of this constant. Third constant called none. What is none? None is a none type. Like false and boolean, sorry, false and true is a type of boolean and these are the constant predefined. Same way none the constant. This is very useful. Later you I will show you what is the use of none. This is the empty one, is a none type. So you have to take this is going to be later on. So we have third constant inbuilt is none type. And then you know we will talk about the copyrighted license little broad is a copy type and the license constant. We are going to concentrate quit and exit. These are the code is none, means these are empty functions which going to return back to like control D or end of function that is called exit. Means let me show you what do I mean by that. Suppose this is the interpreter Python interpreter. We going to come off end of this have to do exit with the none or quit. So let's the exit the empty file come out file. So clear guys. So same way. So we understand the five inbuilt constant. That's a quit, exit, true, false, and none. Clear? Okay, we will see the later on what are the now here while we are studying in this interpreter better we will start studying in the IDE because they have the different color symbol what I want to show so that you are able to identify this Python this booleans and they have different colors which is showing very beautifully identify this is these are not these are they don't have different color over here So if you're going to study this in IDE, they have different color symbol by which you are able to identify. Okay, they have some special meaning. Let me show you. Suppose I'm going to write same thing here. Uh, so here we are in Python console. Can you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Yes. So we are in the Python console. So I can drag this up and down. So back to this, and here. So let me write false. False equals 10. You can see having simple color false 10. But if we are writing, let's see. So you have different can color is changed means this word. Okay. So if I am going to define anything, not going to accept giving you error that. So better start practicing, start doing work with the Python console, the IDE. It means PyCharm, so that you are able to identify this is not a console. Same way, to typing none, so none having, you can see the color has changed. You can type quit functions, so you have function of quit. Okay, so you have different color symbol over here by which you identify this is have space. Now come back to document. So we will move to the documentation built in, and we're going to explore quality built in. First thing, built in function. So these are the standard function which is comes with the by default from the Python community. Okay, so we have already from day one we are going to have worked with the py, the print one. Same way we have absolute, we have length, we have list, all these things. Few of these things we already know, but end of the course, not today, I mean upcoming classes, we're going to all that this building going to be covered. Okay, we're going to know we are expert on the building function. Okay, that going to be very helpful the our coding. Don't worry, by doing coding we will do. So today we're going to explore as we discuss about the print, length and type. So we know about these three, the length, and you have type, and we have print. So print, we're going to explore today about print, what more we can do with the print. So only the generic is okay. We're going to see what are the print format do we have available. Okay, what are the things we can do with the print, how we can string going. Length is very important, you can measure any length, that's the day one. Type, I want to know what type of data form. This is very again very important. Something is declared somewhere else, you should understand this is integer, float or string. So by data type we are able to. So today we're going to add one more thing that is called ID. So let's understand the fourth built-in function that called ID. What do ID is going to tell you what is the actual space allocated, is actual memory allocation. Memory memory allocation of the that constant or that value. What actual allocation memory we have for that ID. ID is nothing actual. Let me show you what do you mean by that. This is I'm going to show you in the ID because the that going to show the error symbol. So here, suppose I have x equal to 10 and y equal 20. Okay, so what is the id, what is the memory space allocated x? So just I have to do id, and we have to pass the parameter, and it's going to show me the memory allocation for this. So why is it different? So variable, so they have different memory allocation than, can you see? Now if suppose I'm going to do x plus 1 incremental of this, so what going to be x memory? Now my question, the memory values is 11 because the x plus 1 is 11 value. So tell me that this id value is going to change or not, or the id value going to be same for, do you
It should
understand my question?
change.
Okay, so it's going
It
to be
will be.
change for from your perspective. Why? Let's see that change. If I want to take the id of x, whether it's a change or not. Can you see? ID value change. Why is the change? The new ID value. Python give you that if any incremental, each value they occupy new position. They occupy new positions. Means incremental or any incremental give you the new positions, means they have remember about earlier. Okay, clear. So this makes more flexible, give you dynamic variability. Means index, the id going to tell you where the data actually stored. This is also very useful. You will see when we start coding, so we're not going to capture the value, we're going to capture the id value. So that exactly, suppose I want to do again this incremental, again going to be happen, and what is the x value? The 12. So what is my id value of x now? You can see they are keep on changing the, are you understanding? Even though incremental means every value, new value, they keep one new id for, and you will see sometime this id going to same, then what will be the act. And if you check this is id value of y. If I'm going to check, just still the same, and the value I'm going to define something y equal to 100 instead of 12 I produce. Now what is the id value of y? Not increment. Now it's not increment. Even though new value assigned, this is called the dynamic variable. That's why Python gives us new memory allocation each time with the new value. If anything new value comes, that they're going to assign a new id. Even you're going to assign y equal to 20, the value is same, even though your y value going to change your back. Yes, no.
Yes.
So means telling that 20 is stored in the memory as a variable y, but the memory is this. Whenever you call 20, your memory allocation will be the same, but the variable may be different. So let me define here z equal to 20. What is my idea of z? The value is
Same.
20.
It should be same.
So can you see the should be same? The prosperity. Understand the how big ID value is, means the value is they capture value with the memory allocation. You change your variable, They just allocate same memory to that variable, and every variable having constant memory, but your dynamic declaration going to be. So how powerful Python? You understand the idea?
Yeah. So Ashubhai, can we give z equals to x and see that the ID get changed or not?
Okay, that's very good. So here we have ID. Here we can see that. Let me y equal to x. Right now x value is 12, and we have memory this, right? So if I'm going to say that x y sorry z age, I did not teach it, right? But when that's a false, because they will compare the memory location. Memory location is not same. Okay, so here is going to give you the false, because both the ID having different values. That's why it's false. Now I have y equal to 20, z equal to 20, and they have same memory location. That's going to be same. Y equal z equal to sorry equals to y. That's going to be true, because they have. And in fact, I can know this value are same. You understand? The ID is nothing. ID is another important, whether the main going to be used for the space and memory allocation, that value. Okay, for that variable. Clear? So we're going to use later on very beautiful. That's why I'm make you on. Can I move next topic?
So Ashubhai, I want to assign z like x to z. So can we write z equals to x?
You want to assign x equal to z. This is not a assign comparator. This is the is called comparison operator.
Yeah, this is
I'm going to
comparison.
discuss today in detail also, because I gave you assignment in the very first day. In early days, I gave you. This is the comparison. If I want to assign to whom, what value you ask me to assign?
Z equals to y. So
Z
z equals
equal
to
to
x.
y means
If z
z,
equals to y is there, z equals to x.
z equal to x. So just I want to do z equal to, this is the assignment to x. So what going to be happened here? Z value going to be x value whatsoever we have. So x we have 12 here. Right. So let's see what's the ID of Z now. So Z ID going to be changed as a X ID. You can see this is the X ID become as a Z ID. You see the X ID
Yes.
come as a Z IC as soon as you assign the X to Z. Means whatever the value is stored and this ID assigned to. Means who is the dynamic here? Your variable Z is it. Okay. So let's move to the next topic. That's called comparison. We already discussed, and I gave you the one assignment. We have something called equal to and not equal to. This is called numeric assignment comparison. You have literal meaning of this compared to age and is not literal one. Means instead of writing equal to, you can write the age, the Python, and not equal to is not. Let me give you example. What I want to say is to you. Suppose I just here only. Let me clear some this. I'm going to get x equal to 100 and the y equal to 200. So I can say that if I'm asking x equal to y, this will be false. Okay. The same meaning if I'm going to say you x is y. This is in literal meaning. So same meaning x equal to y as in literal x is y. So can you see the e having special meaning as their color had changed. So this is the operator false. Same meaning. Same way, if you are telling x is not equal to y, this is true. The same way you can write this x is not y. In the coding you will see most frequently it's going to be not equal to, it's going to write like, don't get confused, having same meaning, the literal meaning and the numeric meaning. Okay, clear mathematics. Okay, now come back to the other operator. If you remember in early classes and early days, I asked you what's the meaning in the Python. There is a meaning of this. I can add any operator and do have any meaning of this in. Do you remember this was the my questions, Nikhil?
नहीं अब where did you ask है?
Uh, okay, I did not miss early in the first or second class. I asked you, I'm going to take this meaning. What is the literal meaning of these operators? We teach the operator. Okay, okay, leave it. So I'm going to discuss today what do you mean by this. Where you going to use this and explore this operator with the comparison. So we have, and these are the operator, the special meaning. This is going to give you the means increment or decrement. This you refer to the incremental value and decremental value is going to be very useful when we start writing the code. And before that, I'm going to show you the remaining compare stuff. How you going to do comparison the Python. So we have um, greater than, less than, equal to, less than equal to, and greater than equal. We have this comparator apart from the equal to. So let's quickly, we're going to explore this. If I'm going to say x is less than y, so compare the true because 100 less than 200. Same way is greater than you can say false because this is not greater than. Same way equal to, and the way to do this. Okay, this is clear how to use this. That's I want to show you. Let's compare. Okay, so these are the comparisons. Can to greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal, apart from equal to, not equal. That's going to be literal one. Each is not having a special meaning. Okay, till here clear, guys.
Yes.
Okay, move to the incremental and decrement. Okay, now let's understand how we going to define increment with the operator with equal to. If I want to say that x, I want to increment with the 5 every time. So I'm going to declare x as 100 here. I declare x as 100. Now I want to increment by the 5. So what will be the right? X equal to x plus 5. Are you agree or not? The incremental of 5.
Yes.
Okay. So what will be the next x value? 105. Again, I'm going to do this incremental and this going to be 110. Right? Every time it's going to be.
Yes.
Okay, now this incremental value can be, when in Python we have different style. You can do this way, or you can do x equal to, just you write incremental of what? Incremental of what? I want 10, I want 2, of 2. So incremental of 2 just give you this. Now it's going to keep on adding. What is the 112 now? Now again I'm going to incremental of 2 for this 14. Clear? Same way we can do decrement of. So just what you have to do, you want to decrement, just minus equal to 2. This give you decrement of 2. Now it's going to be happened. What will be the new next value? 12. Decrementing from 114 come to 112. Now let's decrement more. So what will be the next value? 110. So decrement, increment. This is style, this is the right way. Now I want multiple growth. Suppose I want to the power increase, multiple increment. How you going to do? Let's define x equal to 2 value. I want to increment, that's multiple increment of 2. So what will be the just you have to do multiply equal to 2. This is the x incremental of 2, 2 to the power, way it will, okay, called incremental of 2. It's multiplied incremental. What is the next value of x? That's a 4, right? 4 int. Now what will be the next value of, again we will go for next incremental. What will be the value? X 8. This is called multiplied incremental. Not only the same simple incremental, multiplied like 2, 4, 8, then it's going to give 16, because it's multiplied. It's not a incremental decremental, it's multiplied 1. So x value is 16. Now let me ask you, if suppose I want square root of that, what will be the my incremental value? What will be my incremental value? You understand? I want square root, means this is supposed to be go 2, right now it's going 4, 8, 16, multiplied 1. I want exponential increment like 2, 4, then 16, then 256. This is an exponential. You can see this is the exponential 2, 4, 16, 6, then 256. This is the multiplied increment. This is the. So how do you achieve? Any idea? What operator you should use here? Sago, idea? Let me define. I want not multiplied. We want exponential increment. X equal to, if you remember we study the operator, that's double star. Remember? Do you remember, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's see it's giving you that value or not. What? The 4. Then again I'm going to do this. But what will be the x value? 16. Then again I'm going to do this. What will be the x value? 56. Now I want to do reverse. So tell me, how do I get the reverse value? This means decrement exponential, means exponentially we're going to decrease. So exponentially we increased from 2 to 4 to 16, then to what operator we should use, or anything else we should. Any idea? So you have to reverse this. The decrement you have to reverse means reciprocal of this. So reciprocal of 2, what will be the reciprocal of 2? That this logic going to help you in developing the code, how you will see in there in upcoming classes. Example here. So you have right now x equal to x to the power this, right? So this value, if you're going to this value, no need to change the operator. You have to just reciprocal of this. This is 2 instead of that. This is the square root,
Okay, got it. Yeah.
and this is the to do. This is the done going. Then we're going to get the reverse one. That's easy. Okay, so you have to be mathematical logic clear. Let's do. I want to see that instead of this, what I'm going to operator once get the result as a what I supposed to get 16 as a result, right? Again, I'm going to. So is the decrement. So these are the operator incremental, decremental operator. So I'm going to stop. If you have any questions of the recording here, we will move next session that called we're going to explore the print format. So that's all for the operator. Okay, and according to documentation, where do you find this document? And it's very easy. Go to the documentation and here go to library, open that here in library. See here operators, comparisons. Here you can inbuilt types. Click inbuilt type direct. See these are the follow all this. No need to do any document. Go through this. We're going to talk about what we have to study as a network engineer. The complex number is not a part of right now. We already study plus, minus, multiplication, quotient, and this quotient, four quotient, and the remainder. These things already. We're going to see gradually all these built in. Okay, so clear guys till here. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So I'm going to see you in next class with the new topic that is called print format. That's very interesting. Bye bye. See you.